You're watching Cooking Up Louisiana Treasures, where we show you how Louisiana specialty crops are grown, meet the farmers, then make some great dishes in the kitchen.
You can do it too. Visit your roadside stand and meet your local farmers. It will change the way you eat.
That's right. Now, we're going to get started. We're going to turn some heat on here where you have yours on. You're going to put your oil in the pan. And what we're doing right now, we're going to start with our green bean and beet salad. So we're going to let this get nice and hot.
Okay.
You finish picking your beans. And for the salad dressing, we're going to have equal parts of olive oil, vinegar, and then now we need to spice it up a bit. So let's grab that plate. Yeah, let's grab that. Okay. And then in there, we're going to add some Italian herbs.
Very good.
We're going to add just a pinch of salt. Mm-hmm. We're going to put some paprika in there.
Have a little paprika.
You like a little bit of heat?
Oh, yes.
Okay, we're going to put a little bit of crushed pepper in there. There you go. And some black pepper.
It's getting there.
It's getting there?
It is getting there.
Well, here you go. Give that a quick stir.
Thank you.
And I am going to cut some of these wonderful green onions. I'm going to take this here and just slice the top because I think I may want some of that in the salad. What do you think?
I think so.
Okay, we're going to put some of that in the salad. So we're going to, I just cut a bunch.
It gives a little bit of, just a little bit of extra little spunk.
It does. And just cut a nice little bunch. And this is great. If you're growing it in your garden, you can just go out there and just snip a little bit off. And you'll be nice and good. It'll grow right back, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's put this in your bowl with your green beans.
Okay.
Yeah, let's put that in there.
There you go. Okay.
Now, I won't put all of them in there because you are going to saute those for a minute. Let's see, how's that going? I'm going to take a little bit of your oil because we don't want it too. We're trying to keep a little bit of health in there. Pour your green beans in there. Well, actually a lot. So let's pour that in there. You hear that sizzling
there we go.
A little bit?
Okay.
I'm going to add a little bit of salt on there.
Very good.
Mind you, just a little bit goes a long way. You need some salt to bring out the flavors in your food. So just give that a quick shake. We're not going to cook them all the way down. We just want, I like the way you shake. Let me see that again.
How you like that?
Okay. Keep shaking. And then while you're doing that, while you're shaking on that, I'm going to add the beets in here. You don't have to cook your beets, but it's just going to bring out a little more of that flavor. So we're going to do that. Now the radish, we are not going to cook. Oh, got a whole one in there. Let me slice that real quick. And then we'll add that back to the pan.
Very good.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, do you want me to stir it or just keep shaking?
Okay, I think I'm going to give you a spoon. There you go. There you go. Now that works. I'm going to turn my pan on while we're doing this also. Now, I also put some fish in the oven. We had some fresh flounder at the market, and I picked up 4 whole fresh flounder. And what you do, you just take it. It's so easy to take the scales off. You just hold it by the tail and just take a large knife and just scrape down into your trash can or your bowl, and it comes right off. And you only have to do one side, so I like that. We're going to move over to some of the oyster mushrooms. Look at this here. Look how it
now that's beautiful.
This is
That's
actually
some flavor
beautiful.
there.
Can you imagine sitting this on your table right before you use it? You don't want to leave it out too long, but I'm just going to cut that in half. And we're going to do a double application with this. I'm going to put some of this in the greens also because it'll give it that nice meaty texture. But right now, this is going to go for our salad. Okay, we're going to put some in here.
There you go.
And you are almost done with that. Nice big chunks to go in there. I'm going to drop that down. Okay, how you doing over there?
I'm doing great.
You doing good?
I am doing good.
We are done with that. Pour that into your beets.
Okay.
Excuse me, your radishes over there. Pour that in there. You got it?
Got it.
All right, and then let's bring that all over here. Put your salad dressing on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's sit it right here.
Okay.
I'll hold it.
Okay.
Pour your salad dressing on. All of it.
All of it, okay. Boy, look at that, huh?
Now we need some of that Satsuma honey. Not a whole lot, just a touch.
Okay.
Give a nice squeeze on there. There you go. That's
How's
good.
that?
That's perfect.
A drizzle, right?
That's a drizzle.
Yes.
Toss, and then you can sit that one to the side. That is ready for us to eat.
That look good?
That looks really good. Now, in this pan here, I'm going to put your pan back on. I'm going to give you this out of there. That out of the way.
Okay.
Put that there. We're still sharing oil here because, Commissioner, you put a lot in there, folks. Don't use that much oil at home. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to start on our greens. I'm going to take a little bit of our mustard greens. And remember, these are already cleaned. But the good thing about these here, when you pick them up from your local farmer, they're already clean, but you don't have a lot of dirt in there in the first place. You can pick these up, and they are just gorgeous to use. I'm going to drop that in the pot, and you're going to cook some also.
Okay.
It's not going to take but a few minutes for these to saute. Let me slice these here in fairly large chunks. See, not a lot of fuss here. This was not prepped while we were on the break. We didn't do any more. You just saw me pull these out the basket. So it's nice and
this
simple.
is readily available. From your farmers, your roadside stands, your farmers markets.
Again, a little bit of seasoning on there.
Just a little bit. That's
I'm going to let you continue with that. We're going to get some of our tricolor in here. Let's turn that pot on for our persimmons.
Okay.
Yes, I have you multitasking.
I see that. I see that.
All right, let me.
How you like that?
Let me drop some of these in here.
Okay.
And they cook down nicely. We're just gonna let that go. Put that on here. Put everything back in your pan. Yes. So we're gonna let that go. What I did, I just turned the heat on to our persimmon. Can I have some of the honey?
Yes, you can.
These are nice and sweet already.
There you go.
You only need just a touch of honey in here. We're gonna put a pat of butter. And this is going to be just a nice, simple recipe. Our sweet potatoes have been in the oven for about 45 minutes. So that is the first thing you want to get into the oven so that they're cooking while we were doing everything else. The fish goes in at about a half an hour. Fish does not take long.
Not long.
We score the top of the fish. You'll see that when we finish because we're going to plate then. That looks gorgeous. Let me put some of this in here.
Okay.
Let me come over here and share your pot.
Absolutely.
Look at that, folks. It doesn't take long at all. Now you keep stirring on that. I'm going to turn the heat off over here.
This is sauteing down nicely.
Right, we're going to get some of the mushrooms going in there, and we're going to be ready to plate this up. Let me slice some more for you.
You smell those greens? Do you smell them?
They smell delicious. Now remember, when you're doing this here and you want the meaty texture, cut this into large chunks. This is our oyster mushroom. We also have our portobello mushroom. I'm going to grab a little bit of that. Now with the portobello mushroom, you want to brush off some of, let me grab that out of there. You want to brush the dirt off of the cap. And then you just slice it. And look how huge and beautiful these are, Commissioner.
Oh, aren't those nice?
Very nice. And again, we're going for that meaty texture. So we're going to have these in large chunks, and you will be amazed. So we have our salt, pepper, we have all of our seasonings going in here. We have one surprise element going in. Yes, we're using honey because when you cook your greens, it's going to have that slightly bitter taste to it. So instead of putting the sugar in there, I like to use the honey because this is our local honey. So when we finish, what we're going to do, we're going to recap. We're going to end up with our sauteed greens and mushrooms. That's going to go with our baked sweet potatoes. It's also going to go with our flounder, our nice whole flounder, and we're going to round it out with some sweet persimmons. So this is very easy, and you can do this for your holiday meals, just, you know, a nice variation on whatever you want to put on there. So we'll plate this up in a moment, and we'll sit down to eat. For the recipe cards for this show and for previous editions, visit ldaf.state.la.com.